Hi, everybody, and welcome to the call. There's full house here. I'm honored to be co-hosting tonight for my good friend Ricia Adair. We've been friends for about 20 years. Lots of laughs, lots of fun, a little bit of dancing. She's a senior partner with Partner.co. She has 25 years in a marketing background, which helped her earn number 5 in Canada. That's what she's ranked right now. And all of that marketing experience is passed on to you. She's an amazing leader, so supportive. She's living the dream right now in Manzanillo, Mexico. And help me welcome Ricia Adair.
Thank you very much, Penny. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. We're going to get right into the show. We've got a very special guest speaker, Michele McCay, with us. So I want to get through her information so we can hear her amazing story. We're going to hear from Penny in just a moment as well, because she has an incredible testimony. I want to say thank you, everybody, for being with us tonight. It is my birthday week, so I'm still the birthday princess all week long. So if you can see my tiara blinking glow, that's the reason why. But I'll tell you, only 6 months ago, how incredible my life has changed. My husband and I actually moved into this beautiful home. It's a little mini resort in Manzanillo, Mexico. We left Canada and bought our dream home. We have a gorgeous view close to the beach. It's absolutely lovely. The bottom 2 levels are rental villas. So this was our dream home, to have the rental income and be able to live in the tropics and live the dream. And then we found out that owning a home in the tropics is a very expensive adventure. And the house was unoccupied for the first 5 months when we first landed. So there was so much that had to be done. And we saw our little cash nest egg disappear right under our noses. So I call it my construction Spanish lesson, my bare thousands of dollars of construction Spanish lesson. And I just learned every single word under the sun when it has to do with tradesmen. Penny, I'll just get you to mute the lines, please, if you don't mind. And then we're going to continue on. So when Chris and Joni called me in April, truth of the matter is I just celebrated 66, and at that time 65. No matter how many up and down times the stairs I went, walked the beach, swam the ocean, I still couldn't lose weight. It was that hormonal thing that just wanted to hang on to that fat and compound it with an incredible sugar addiction. So now I'm broken fat. Not a place to be when you're supposed to be living the dream, right? I was so grateful. So I'll share with you in just a few moments how drastically my life has changed in 6 years. And when I say drastically, I say really positively. I still pinch myself that this is it. This is what has happened for me in the last few months. Let's get on with it. Darren Zobrist and John Wadsworth had just recently won the Founding Team of the Year. About a year and a half ago, they brought together several brands of companies, different companies that were having different difficulties, so to speak, during the COVID years. And they brought together some amazing brands of products. And for them, it was critically important that they had the stellar of stellar products. They also didn't want a separation between corporate and us in the field, as John Wadsworth, he himself was a representative in the field with Tahitian Noni for several decades. So we're called Partner Co because we're all partners together. Simply better together is our slogan. I've learned a lot about hormones in the last 6 months of being with this company. And when I looked at this list, I ticked off several of these boxes without even realizing I didn't know what was happening in my body. I'm a layman, right? And the hormonal imbalance, including the mood swings. I want to kill my husband, and the night sweats and the insomnia and the fat and the weight gain and you name it. So I want you to have a look at this list yourself, and how many of these circles would you tick off? Most of the ladies and men that I talk to experience at least 3 to 5. Some people can claim at least up to 10. Well, we're going to share with you over 100 products of amazing, amazing items that will seriously help with your health. It'll help you balance your hormones, help you weight loss, increase your energy. We have a lot of products that will strengthen your immune system, reduce the inflammation, nutritious products. Athletes love our products. We have stress support products. We have so many great products to help you along your way in stellar health. First, I want to brag a little about Dr. Ray Strand. He's world renowned as a best-selling author. He knows his science, and he has overseen over 215 plus published clinical studies. Along with Dr. Pena and Brett West, they've overseen 1,040 quality tests. We have Dr. Crystal Vance, we'll hear from again in a moment. She is our Wellness Council President, Kristen White on the Athletic Council. Again, many athletes enjoy our great products as well too. Penny, if you can just mute the lines, please. I'm getting some feedback, please. Thank you. We have a global presence in 59 countries, and this is what really appealed to me. I live in Manzanillo, Mexico, but I'm able to communicate and do business with my friends in Canada, the US, Europe, Mexico. So this is how simple it is. If you have a friend in Italy and they're interested in your drops, because maybe they saw a Facebook post, you go to your website, you found out indeed the drops are available in Italy. You send them what we call a smart link. If they click on the link, make their purchase, the European office fulfills the order, and next Friday you get paid. It's that simple. It's transparent. It's easy. There's no international licensing. I absolutely love it as much as I love the products. We have the Lucim line, especially the Sincerity Skin Mask, the Noni and Collagen. This one lives in my fridge. I drink it every morning for beautiful skin. The Noni Max, I could talk to you all day about Tahitian Noni. Noni is the most efficacious fruit in the world with over 256 phytonutrients. There's not one thing in your body, I believe, that the Noni Max won't help you with. It's just a must-have in everybody's health regime. The Nutrify is a great line of vitamins and products. I'm not going to go into great detail about everyone, but I want to share with you, most of you are probably here because of the Slendery's body balancing drops, and you've got curiosity to gain more. But do know that we are a full store of beautiful products. The probiotics is stellar. I want to brag on a bit about the MOA. When I first came to Partner Co., I was asking about what could help me with my achy in my fingers and my toes. And recently, a friend of mine suggested the MOA. After a month and a half walking the dog in my beach thongs on rough cobblestone roads, I realized I don't have achy anymore. So I'm very grateful for that product. And this one was just introduced at our recent conference, PXP, we call it. It's introducing Sugar Stop. So can you imagine having a piece of pie with ice cream on that occasional indulgence and not having it much affect your blood sugar? So this is a product that you can cheat occasionally as you're on the drops on your journey to lose weight. The Slendery's line, I love the Pure Nourish. In fact, that's my breakfast every morning. It's a full meal replacement, 18 grams of vegetable protein. Giving Greens, highly efficacious greens and berries, the cocoa as well. And we'll get to the drops in a minute because that is one of our gateway products to introduce you to our company. First, I want to talk a little about the Renew. I call it the Fountain of Youth in a box. This product is going to help combat the natural aging process to promote youth and vitality. It'll improve cell regeneration, boost your energy and stamina, increase your libido and sexual function, reduce body fat, improve your sleep, and increase skin elasticity. So when you put the Renew together with the drops, you have a magic combination on great weight gain, or weight loss rather. You get into that deep REM sleep. It lowers cortisol production. The two together are just gold, and you sleep in that deep REM sleep like you've never slept before. The drops, wow, I can talk all day about the drops too. It's all natural, safe, and effective. It's a homeopathic blend, stimulant and hormone free. You will lose weight twice as fast as if you were just to diet alone. It's clinically proven, doctor recommended, been on the market for over 12 years, well over 1 million bottles sold. It helps curb your hunger and control your appetite. It eliminates sugar cravings, and I can celebrate to say this last birthday on October 28th, I did not want a piece of birthday cake. 6 months without sugar. I'm so happy because that was my problem. I mean, we get into trouble by what we put into our mouths, right? It helps balancing your hormones, including insulin, ghrelin, leptin, and cortisol. It increases your energy, so naturally you're going to feel a lot younger and want to run a little bit and take the dog a little more often. And it helps you stay motivated and stimulate your metabolism. And it certainly helps with those anxious moments when things happen. You're going to coast right through it and stay in a good state so you can make smarter decisions. Supports your thyroid, so many science on that, maintain your healthy blood sugar levels. And one of the things that everyone says 3 days into the drops It's lifted my brain fog. I can think so much clearer. I have so much more brain clarity. You'll lose weight in your entire body. We call it the Slenderies body balancing drops. Many of us nicknamed it the skinny drops, the magic drops. Okay, so this list was created by a diabetic, sorry, just fit, a diabetic specialist. Okay, so in diabetes, there's so many things that you need to control to keep your insulin. And this food list is a healthy food list, getting back to clean eating. And let's face it, when we were kids and you were hungry, mom said, go to the garden and pull a carrot. She didn't say, go buy a bag of Cheezies. So this food list, you'll certainly not go hungry. Along with the food list, your water and your exercise, this is your new lifestyle. It's not a fad or a diet. You will feel so much better. And look what starts to happen. My good friend Jane Storch out of Victoria. Look at the picture here, 32 pounds in 8 weeks. The drops are good for men because men have hormones too. Alan Schultz lost his basketball. Ashley Paulson, another friend of mine out of South Dakota, down 42 pounds. Dr. Crystal was earlier mentioned. She lost 162 pounds, and that was several years ago, and she still looks as fantastic on the picture on the right. She lost more than she weighs now. Picture of yours truly. The upper right, you see my back. That was taken before one drop entered my mouth. 2 weeks later, you can see the difference in my body in just 2 weeks. The drops work and they work fast. Now I celebrate that I went from size 16 to size 8. I've got my mojo back. I feel so good. And I went celebrating, bought 3 bathing suits when I was in Orlando because I can and I feel great. Tracy Morelli, our bikini girl. Christy Walsh, our Canada's sweetheart. She's number 4 in Canada. She's lost 40 pounds. Look at the difference. She's like a bikini queen, this girl. Athletes love our products as well, too. Katie, over 30 days, transitioned. What a difference. Ashley, she celebrates not having any more night sweats and different menopausal systems, including the anxiety and the hot flashes. Her husband, Reese, has lost now over 70 pounds. James Leponsi, 47 pounds in 4 months. Wow, he looks great. Julie Park, another friend of mine. Dynamic. These are all real people. April out of Stratford. Real people who have experienced a lot more than just scale wins. This lady here has gone from someone being very, very sick to running marathons. And now I want to share with you Penny Toner. She's our beautiful co-host tonight. 3 months ago when I called Penny, she had little reason to live. She had lost her will to live. She was very, very sick. She had some complications. Look at that beautiful lady on the right after just 60 days. Penny, please share your story with us.
Thanks, Ricia. I'd be honored to. So my story is, I had 5 operations on my abdomen in under 6 years. I originally had cancer, it went away, but all the other operations were to fix the first one. And in that time, I never healed between each operation. I was a good solid 2 years in bed. There was a 7-week period where it was 24/7 in bed. I lived with my mom, who was 86. She was doing my laundry, washing my sheets because I was sweaty. It was a mess. And what happened was I have something stuck here. So I laid funny in my bed and then my whole face came down. I didn't have a roof to my mouth anymore. I realized 1.5 years ago, my teeth didn't even match. So I'm sort of bringing it all back. It was a mess anyways, a mess. I had horrible trouble with digestion. The drops have helped me tremendously. I've been on the drops for 4 months now. I've lost 14 pounds. I'm working more on health than weight loss, really restricted diet. I think the first month I was on here, I couldn't even eat chicken. So, and I can still just have like 1 chicken thigh, boneless, skinless. So this is true confessions. I had a little thing for Doritos. So I, once I get onto that, and I just realized, how horrible it was. I bought a box of chicken strips because I haven't had any in probably 2.5 years. So anyways, my health, the non-scale victories for me are my brain fog is going away. I can think much better than I ever could. Sometimes you just feel sort of lost. Inflammation is down. On top of that, digestion, my energy is up. And it really helped me with the mood lifting. I don't know if that's with the helping with my cortisol hormone or what, but I live with my mom and it's stressful. So I mean, I'm very grateful because I'd be on the streets right now anyway. So just I do my exercise in bed and I didn't even have any energy so many nights, not even to do that. So I am so grateful. Thank you, Risha, for introducing me to these drops. They have changed my life. It's yeah, my whole body. When I saw your body shaping up, I make that's what happened to my body. Just sort of comes together and is a little more balanced. We have a very simple system of growth that you just plug into. We have, I don't know if Risha's going to cover this later, but you just go onto Facebook and I'm going to let her describe it because my brain's not working totally today. So I just tell you right now, give yourself an opportunity to improve your health, improve your life, improve your finances. That's why I'm doing it. Not working. It's been October 11th. It's been 5 years since I've worked. So a little bit broke and you learn how to live very frugally. And as Risha says, you get your mojo back. So thank you so much for introducing me to the drops, Risha.
It is my pleasure, Penny. Wow, your story is amazing. I'm so glad I made that phone call, and it's just
Oh,
wonderful to share this journey with you and see improvements. And we knew that was what it was all about, is just to get you better one day at a time. And
absolutely. I
and
feel
Penny
like I've
just did
got my life back now. And they say you're in the autumn of your life right now. And I'm like, I've got a lot of living left to do, and I'm not spending it in bed.
exactly. Penny just did a 3-day woman show. Oh my God, those shows are pretty grueling for a normal person, never mind.
It knocked me out a bit, but it was a blast.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Penny, thank
lovely.
you so much. How do you get your drops? Well, we have the first option that you could become a customer and buy retail, but why would you want to do that? That's my first question. Why would you want to buy retail when you could purchase wholesale? I'm doing the two numbers tonight as we have Canadians and Americans in the room with us, our American cousins. So for you in the America, it's $29.95, but we like to pay more in Canada. It is $37.95 plus tax. And for this, it gives you a position to be able to purchase your product wholesale. If you would like to build a business and make a lot of money and help so many people, there's a lot of pennies out there that need help.
Mm.
We will give you all the tools and resources that you need to work this business. You're in business by yourself, but never, you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. There's a lot of support and community that you will have along with your $29.95. The income disclaimer is the partner code does not guarantee any level of income or success to any brand partner. Earnings from the partner code compensation plan depends on each brand partner's sales, business skills, ability, and personal application. So let's share with you about turning your drops into profits. As I mentioned, you're going to get wholesale pricing. There's 30% that you're going to get off suggested retail. In a product company, there's always going to be a point value. So every bottle, every box has a point value. I'll talk about more about this in a minute. In the United States, you can buy a 4-pack for $371. $371. Keeping one box for yourself, you would earn profits of $202. That's a pretty low startup for a brand new business. But I might encourage you in the United States to buy at least a 10-pack because your unit cost comes significantly down and your profits will go way up, well over $600. In Canada, we like to buy our drops in 3-packs. A 3-pack is going to land in at $349, land at $378. If you sell at regular retail, you're making $233 of profits, plus you get one box free. If you sell $197, giving your customer a 15% discount, which many of us like to do as a win-win, you'll still make profits of $162 and keeping your product for free. So if any of you are wondering, I'd love to have these products, this is the way that you can get your products for free. And we like to help you set a goal. It's certainly not mandatory, but we love to everyone celebrate the position called ultimate in their first 30 days. In Canada, your profit would be approximately $2,100 to promote 30 boxes. In the United States, over $1,800, and you would achieve ultimate, the top paid position. Let's talk about turning your social media into an international market that is waiting there just for you. We have a system called boards. Boards is basically a folder, a filing system in the sky or in the cloud. And everyone here, every folder here has testimonies, things that you need to post. And there's thousands of us that have testimonies, just as the pictures that you saw earlier, that we want to boast out there. Here's me fat, here's me not fat. And we share our pictures amongst ourselves on Facebook, and people see these and they say, wow, how do I get these drops? It is that simple. It's a plug and play system. So the first thing to get going so you can enjoy your brand partnership and your wholesale pricing is to activate your position with 200 points. And this way you're eligible to receive commissions. Let's talk about some options here. In Canada, a 3-pack is 150 points, so you're not quite yet activated. I'll give you another option that will get you there. But on that 3-pack, your profits are $213. On a US 4-pack, your profits are $269. So again, that's fairly good return on investment, wouldn't you agree? Because we talked about the renew and what a great marriage it is to the drops, I'm going to recommend in Canada to start minimum with a 3-pack plus a box of renew. There's 220 points, 508 Canadian, and you could certainly add more drops and renew to your order or other of our great products so you can come in at the ultimate level. The 4-pack plus renew in the US is $476, and both of these choices, US, Canada, as option 2, will certainly activate your position. Remember, in the United States, you do have that 10-pack option. It will bring you profits of well over $600. So let's talk about getting you out of the gate and qualifying towards ultimate as quickly as possible. You can buy a double 10-pack in the US. It's $17.60. Your unit price is going to come significantly lower, and your profits on a double 10-pack is $1,440. That's significant. As a business person, you look at the ultimate option, which is the best. It's a promotion right now for 30-pack. It's $2,300, which is a fairly low business startup, and your profits will exceed your original startup because your unit price has come significantly down. So your profits would be $2,490. Let's talk about leveraging and duplicating yourself so you can go away on holidays and you don't have to have your salesman's hat on selling boxes. We have been voted the best compensation plan in the industry. It is the most generous plan I've ever seen in my 24 years of this business. 9 ways of getting paid. We've already discussed the retail profits. The new volume bonus is when you share it with the team. We have Mary that wants to become a customer and buy the membership so she can get wholesale, or a brand partner who would want to do the business. When you're activated, you would earn 15% on the point value. So if Mary bought a 10-pack, you would earn $150. If you're ultimate, you would earn double, 30%, which is $300. A mentor of mine said, if the company wants to pay you more, never, ever, ever leave money on the table. Shame on you. So since then, since that advice in my very first program, I've never left money on the table. To continue staying qualified for your commissions, you can sell or buy 100 points of product every month. And again, there's no shortage of products that you're going to enjoy with our company. Another way we get paid is by building base commissions. That's a weekly check, by the way. And when your base commissions qualify over $250, the company puts away 15% into a savings account. When that savings account triggers up to 10,000, you're going to get a phone call, and lo and behold, you're going to get awarded that great big giant check. And actually, we see our guest speaker right on stage, right here, holding her check. This last conference in Orlando, there was 10 people on stage since the recent PXP 1 year prior. So this is something, remember, a bonus over and above the regular pay that our brand partners are making. We also celebrate various trips by earning lifestyle credits. Tahiti trip was in April. There's many people that went on this trip. A lot of fun as well. That was the global trip. The regional trip went to the Bahamas. Again, many of the people on the Tahiti trip were able to enjoy getting back together again 3 months later and going to the Bahamas. Upcoming trip is the Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, which is going to be a lot of fun. And we also have the global trip going to Bali, everyone's dream, right? Wow, how exotic is that? At this recent PXP convention, what impressed me, because I've been at many conventions in my life, In fact, I've been to one convention, there was 8,000 people, but only 200 people were recognized on stage. At this particular convention, just recent, there was 2,000 people and over a third, 800 people were recognized on stage. And when you're recognized in our company, that means they've already paid you a lot of paychecks, a lot of weekly Friday paychecks. It now brings great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Michele McCay, highly educated from Oxford, Mississippi. She is #1 in her state. She's #3 in USA, #4 in the world. She spent her career as a nurse. She's going to tell us her story as a nurse, and she had some tragedy with her mom that kind of woke her up and brought her into this business. She's a lovely lady. She's traveled so much all across Canada, all across the US to help build teams and help people get healthy. Michele McCay, I'm so happy to have you in the house with us tonight.
Oh, shoot. Whoops.
It's okay. I got it. I unmuted. No worries. No worries. Well, thank you, Ricia and Penny, for having me tonight. I was so honored that you asked me and so excited to share with you guys. So thanks for having me on.
Oh, it's wonderful. Now, Michele, first of all, let's talk about how you were introduced to the drops in the first place. How did that happen?
Well, my story started with brain fog. So I had debilitating brain fog actually for 14 years. And when it hit really its plateau, I mean, it was debilitating. I found myself driving down the street and did not know where I was going. So I was panicking, and there's a story behind why I was panicking, but I reached out to my sponsor, Cynthia Bolden, who is an expert nutritionist and herbalist. And she said, if you can find your way to my office, if not, I'll come get you. But you need what I have just started on about a month ago. And she suggested a product for me called Renew. So my hero product is Renew. And after being on the Renew and the drops for several weeks, several months, I have not had brain fog in over a year and a half.
Wow. Wow. Now, I know your story. It's very sensitive to you with your mom. Can you please share that story with our crowd tonight?
I'm glad to. It is very sensitive. I still cry probably every time I tell the story. My mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 55 and died at 62. I was 39 when she died, and I started one of my first businesses, hospice, as my own mother was on hospice. So, when death occurs in your life, often new life comes as an event, right? As a result. So the new life was a hospice business for me. But as I started having brain fog after I sold my hospice 12 years later, I just could not believe at 45 that I was having brain fog. So I panicked, and doctors started me on Wellbutrin and then thyroid and then hormone replacement therapy via the pellets. And every time I started a new medication, the brain fog would go away for a short period of time, but it would always come back. And I say it came back with a vengeance.
Wow. Wow.
Always.
And so you started with the drops. How soon did you notice a difference with the drops after you had started?
Actually, I started with Renew, and she gave me a 5-day trial pack. And within 3 days, the brain fog was gone. But you can imagine within 3 weeks, or maybe even 10 days to 3 weeks with Wellbutrin and hormone replacement therapy, the brain fog was gone, but it always came back.
Right.
So with the Renew, I had a newfound hope, that it was gone in a quicker period of time. And it actually has stomped Dr. Strand and Brett West in terms of why the Renew took care of my brain fog so quickly versus the drops. But I'll tell you my philosophy, and as a nurse, as that Renew stimulates your own human growth hormone, it also helps you sleep better, and it helps with cell rejuvenation. And so even though I thought I was sleeping pretty good, probably those first 3 nights, I was sleeping better than I had in a long time. So that took care of the brain fog, temporarily. And then when I started the drops, I, like you, Ricia, was a sugar addict. And so we know that the drops help correct the hormone imbalance and the insulin resistance. So much more information behind that. But I did not know that insulin resistance in the brain and type 3 diabetes is the leading cause of Alzheimer's. I found that out soon after I started on all the products, but I did not know that. So I myself was headed toward a destiny of Alzheimer's, I truly believe, if I had not taken care of the insulin resistance in my body.
That's a powerful story, very powerful. And having a nurse background, you've got a lot of education supporting you here. What is your medical profession, your intuition, your medical intuition tell you about the products that we have in our catalog?
Well, after learning that insulin resistance to the brain is the leading cause of Alzheimer's, I also learned in my own research that insulin resistance is also the cause of a great deal of inflammation in our bodies, heart disease, diabetes, strokes, atherosclerosis. So I no doubt believe that these amazing plant-based cellular nutrition, you get that in your body. And my body was so deficient. I didn't realize it. I was a keto girl, but sugar was my cheat. Okay. So I had so much sugar in my body from that being my cheat that over the period of years, even though I had started keto, a few years ago, for all the years, it takes a while for that insulin resistance to manifest in your body. So it really created, I started researching for myself, why somebody thin like me. So see, weight loss was not my issue, but over a period of close to 6 months on the drops, I lost 9 pounds and 9 inches. And it was all really just around my belly and my thighs. And as a competitive tennis player and athlete for many years, I could be on the tennis court 24 hours a day and could not have lost that belly fat and that fat around my thighs. So I'm so very thankful because medically and clinically, I believe it's the good cellular nutrition, first of all, of that. But it's also correcting that insulin resistance is truly the key.
Absolutely. Wow, what a story. And what have you seen? You've built up a large team and you've met a lot of people, you've helped a lot of people.
Yep.
Tell us some of the stories of what different people have experienced with these products.
Yes, absolutely. Well, just in terms of a timeline, I started the Renew December of 2022, and I had no interest in working the business originally. I was in another business. My husband had a business and I had another business. So I had 3 businesses going. I had no interest. But when I saw how these products were really changing people's lives, and I had a menopause brand on social media. So a lot of my menopause clients would come to me and want to know about Renew and the drops and what have you. So I sold quite a bit of product, but I really was not building a team like my family, my friends. I started enrolling people as brand partners originally to give them the great discount, but I wasn't really even noticing, you guys, how simple the system of growth, because the system of growth didn't come about till around the fall of 23. We didn't know about it until late summer, fall of 2023. So when I started working the system of growth, and then I learned the research about the research with insulin resistance being the leading cause of Alzheimer's, it just ignited me at a Super Saturday in Jackson, Tennessee on January. So a year after I'd been on these products, I said, if I couldn't help my mom 29 years ago, I can certainly help millions of people. And so we started the tagline, get these drops in the hands of millions. And then at Orlando, we realized we've got the drops in the hands of millions. So I've changed my hashtag to get these drops in the hands of billions. But truly, when I started adding more leaders to my team in late December, early January, from that time frame, we had a corporate-led event in Panama City in February. I had 272 brand partners. And as of today, 9 months later, I have over 6,000. So we we started really, I put my head down. I said, head down, game on. And I'm going to start getting these drops in the hands of billions. And I started with that passion and took it to Japan and to Canada and to everywhere that I could go, Puerto Rico, everywhere that I could possibly travel to get these drops in the hands of billions. That's what I have done and all over the US. So a lot of hard work, but I'm hoping that my passion and my ignition and my reason, my purpose for wanting to get these drops in the hands of billions, hopefully that has bled over to all of my team members, and they all have the same passion as well. So it takes a team, and we, of course, are all better together, right?
Absolutely. Well, several people on this call and on my team as well, who are in Alberta, were just recently at your event, and they loved it. They absolutely loved it, and they appreciate your leadership and your passion and your generosity to
Thank
help
you.
build. So thank you for doing that trip. And I know how busy you are, but us Canadians are going to love you. Okay, we'll
That's
overlove you.
right. Well, I love you guys. I've been over there twice now. This was my second trip to Canada. I hate that I'm probably going to miss the tour in December because I just got back. But Andrea Rosser's coming over from the States to help with the tour, and so we know that you guys are going to explode in Canada, and certainly as the drops get on the ground. So we're so proud of each and every one of you there in Canada. Cannot wait to see your businesses explode.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
So, Michele, just recently, as I mentioned, 6 months ago, I came into this, I was broke. In fact, I had enough money to buy 2 boxes, one for me and one to sell.
Yep.
6 months later, fast forward, my pantry is full of product because Mexico has these great sales, these 10-pack sales and so on. So I'm always taking advantage of saving some money. But recently, I put in new efficient air conditioner systems throughout my entire building.
Yay.
The pool, it's all being decorated and painted up now for the upcoming season. There's just one thing after another. A neighbor came today who's destitute, needed help, and I went to the safe and was able to help her out just like that, which I couldn't have done 6 months ago.
Yes.
I noticed myself financially, what drastic changes, like, and I'm maybe not using the right word. I just want to say phenomenally positive changes have happened financially as well as in my own health.
Yep.
Tell us about your situation, because you were successful. You know, you're a nurse. You had your hospice business. Your husband had a business, and but basically those businesses, it takes a lot of time as well. How has your life changed? Your lifestyle and different things. How has it changed for you with your financial freedom?
Well, within that 3 to 4 month time period in the very beginning, as I was soaring, through the ranks, and our team was growing so incredibly fast, that this partner co-compensation plan was just we put it to the full test. I mean, I was able to replace a multiple 6-figure income in that 3 to 4 month time frame, and it has just continued to grow. And so it has just helped tremendously. And once I earned my $10,000 savings bonus within 4 months, I was able to invest in my son's new business. Had just started a new a contractor renovation business. So he's a contractor, and needed for me to invest in him. And so I invested in him about a month before I got my savings plan, my bonus. And by the time I got my savings bonus, it paid me back for what I had paid him and what I had given to him. So I was thrilled with that. And it's just truly replaced incomes that had really gone down in another business. And so I'm just so thrilled. It came just right at the right time where I needed it most, and where I can, like you, hopefully reach to be able to help other people. And my biggest passion, other than getting the drops in the hands of billions, is to help my teammates and help my brand partners, my entire team, to have the same exact success if they want it. If they want it, it is available to everyone. Everyone can win here. And so that's the biggest blessing to me, is that I want to be able to help others be able to create the financial freedom that they dream of as well.
Exactly. When you're telling me about how many people you've helped, and I know you have because I've met many of these people, it's a very unselfish side of someone to join us as a brand partner, because really you cannot be successful in this company unless you reach out and help. That's bottom line. You need to have that heart on your sleeve to be able to reach out and help them with their health, help them financially, help them with their self-esteem, spiritually. There's so many things that go along with it than just saying, I don't want to be a salesperson. Well, get out of your own way and start helping people, right?
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Because I didn't think I needed another business. But I think as a nurse and just as a human, we all innately want to help other people. And when the brain fog was gone for me, I thought, how many other millions of women, suffer from that, or people that have Alzheimer's in their life and they're scared or panicking that they may get it too. We make no claims by any means, but I truly believe in my heart that my fear of Alzheimer's is gone, because I took a chance and wanted to make a change in my life. So if other people want to make a change, we're giving them that opportunity. And I tell people every day, this is such an amazing gift, not only of opportunity to change your life financially, but to change the quality of your life for the rest of your life. And I'm like you, Ricia. I'm about to celebrate another birthday. And so it's my birthday weekend. And my mother passed away at 62, and I'm going to have the honor of being 61 this Sunday. So, my mom didn't know her name at 62. And so it used to bother me when I turned 50, even, that, oh my goodness, my life is half over, what have you. But I don't even think of it that way. I feel better at almost 61 than I did in my 30s. So that is the truth. And so I feel like we can have the greatest quality of life in the middle of life instead of me giving people great quality of life at the end of life with all those years in hospice. So I am truly so thrilled to be able to, I feel like that's a gift. That is such a gift that so many people take for granted. And I'm just thrilled to be able to give that new life to so many people.
Wow, what a gift. Happy birthday, my Scorpio sister.
That's right.
Scorpios are the best. I mean, we're so fun.
That's right.
And I
That's
got
right.
to tell you, you look young. You look young. That's
Thank
another
you.
thing about, I can see partner co people, the glow in their face and the health in their skin, the blink in their eyes, it's just one of those product things that we look young, we feel great. They're
That's
great
right.
products.
That's
Yeah.
right. I'm so thrilled. The human growth hormone is the longevity hormone. So if you notice from my picture to now, there's no time to straighten the hair, so I just embrace the curls.
No,
And
you're lovely.
it's thicker than it's ever been. The skin's better than it's ever been because of the renew and the longevity hormone. And so, I'm just thrilled to be able to have, to feel so good in my life and to be able to, like I said, present this gift and offer this gift to other people.
Absolutely. Michele McCay, it's been a blessing having you on board our call tonight. Thank you so much. I realize it's late for you in your part of the world. So grateful to invite your team on board and celebrate with you your success and your kindness and your generosity for helping so many. Thank you so much, Michele McCay. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I so appreciated being on.
Oh, it's been our pleasure for sure. My goodness. Well, let's continue on. We're just about wrapping up here. What an amazing lady, an amazing story. And again, she started off as a customer just because she had something in need with her health. And look at, she's now number 4 money earner in the entire world. So we're gone full circle, folks. Look at this chart again. Over the last few minutes, I imagine that you've been thinking about those people out there that you need to help. Your sister, your brother, your cousin, your boss, your co-worker, your neighbor. Everyone in the house tonight can check off these boxes. If we have an auditorium full of people, everyone can tick off all these boxes. So we need to help a lot of people. A recent statistic said that 1 billion women are going into menopause this year. Men, you guys have some sort of menopause going on too. There's hormonal imbalance. We've all got a circus of hormones going on with us. So we invite you to live the dream, enjoy this time freedom in a body you love, right? The financial stability. So you can do whatever it is, whether it be buying air conditioners or taking a European river cruise or sailing down the Nile or just reaching out and helping. Come and join our community of friends and enjoy all these luxury experiences of travel. Enrolling is very easy. It takes as little as 5 minutes. get back together with the person who invited you. I will keep the room open for any guests that have any questions. And I just want to say, I want to thank you again. Thank you to Penny Toner, my beautiful co-host, who did a great job in sharing with us and also in managing the room tonight. Thank you, Penny. Thank you again to Michelle. And thank you to all the brand partners to support this event and to all the guests.